Hi, my name is Mordecai, a Benjamite, son of Jair, son of Shimei, son of Kish. You go, Grandpa. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I want to tell you the story behind our annual festival of Purim that we celebrate in the month of Adar. King Ahasuerus ruled a vast kingdom spanning from India to Ethiopia, 127 provinces. In the third year of his reign, he gave a 7-day feast for all in Susa, and it was wonderful while it lasted. But when it ended, things got weird. This is my niece Esther. Beautiful girl, isn't she? For 5 years, we received an unusual amount of mail. The first letter I received informed me that Vashti was deposed of being queen and shall never again appear before the king. The second letter I received said that the king is now collecting the beautiful girls in search for a new queen. Anxious to know of Esther's well-being, I walked the court every day for the year of her preparation to see the king. And then they announced at the king's gate that Esther had been crowned the queen of Persia. I received another notice that Haman had been promoted by the king above all the officials and homage be paid to him. Now, of course, to the Jewish mind, this is a problem. There he is, Haman the Agagite. Why aren't you bowing? Bow down. Do you know who I am? For months the king's servants tried to persuade me to bow the knee to Haman, but I refused. And Haman's wrath fell not only on me, but on the whole nation. I received a notice commanding the annihilation and plundering of all Jews in a single day. I went through the midst of the city, crying out with a bitter cry. I put on sackcloth and went to the king's gate to command Queen Esther to plead with the king on behalf of her people. She was at first reluctant because of the risk involved, but finally she told me to command a 3-day fast on her behalf, which I did, and afterward, we noticed changes. After the fast, I returned to the king's gate. Haman approached me with the king's robes and his horse. Thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delights to honor. Esther found favor with the king, and Haman was unsuccessful. Esther introduced me to the king, who gave me a signet ring. Esther set me over the house of Haman, and we began to write letters of our own with the king's authority. I wrote a letter to the Jews in all 127 provinces to be ready to defend themselves against any forces seeking to harm them on the day that Haman assigned. Queen Esther affirmed the second letter I wrote, establishing the 13th and 14th days of Adar each year for feasting and giving gifts to one another. So we celebrate the Feast of Purim for Haman, the enemy of the Jews, cast Pur to destroy us. But his plan was turned on his own head, and the Jews resolved to keep the feast year by year.